Hello, longboarding mom. Today we are making a Jack Daniel's hot mustard. So I thought I was all excited when I got this recipe from a customer that I was making homemade mustard and canning it. And yes, I am making a mustard kind of homemade. It's a fancier mustard. It's going to be kind of spicy, but you still use 2.5 cups of prepared mustard. So buy a mustard that you like or a cheap mustard even because you add ingredients to this and then you can it and stuff. So I was going to do the Evan Williams because all I need is 1 cup of Jack Daniels, but I remembered I made some barbecue sauce the last time with this. That's why it's here. And I didn't like it that much. It wasn't it wasn't Jack Daniels. And I was looking online. One's a bourbon, one's a whiskey. I thought they were the same. Can you tell? I don't drink. And so I went and bought the more expensive one. It was $13 for this little bottle. And I think this is like $4 or something. But there is a difference in how they're made, the taste, which I didn't know this, that they both have cherry, like a hint of cherry or whatever, and then this is like a vanilla taste or whatever. But if you take a shot of whiskey, you get the taste, right? Do you ever taste I guess maybe I need to sip it and try it. So after I'm done making my Jack Daniel's hot mustard, my son and I are going to do a little taste test and see what the difference is. So I won't just I'll sip it. I'll do a sip taste test and see what it tastes like. But so anyway, for this here, and I got some writing on the side because I had to make an appointment for my kitty cat. He's going to get fixed on Thursday. So anyway, it's 8 half-pint jars that we are going to end up making. So I'm sanitizing, I think I got 12 back there because I need to make some enchilada sauce too. So we need 8 half-pint jars sanitized. I've got 16 ounces canned jalapeno slices. You cannot find 16 ounces, and if you try to find like smaller jars and stuff, you never get 16 ounces. I found a jar that's 15.5 ounces. That's plenty. I'm sure that's plenty. But anyway, you blend it up anyway. So it doesn't have to be slices. I'm sure you can get whole, and blend them. Whatever. So anyway, 1.5 cups white vinegar. So let's start over. 16 ounces canned jalapeno slices. 1.5 cups white vinegar. 1/4 cup salt. That's a lot of salt. 1.5 cups water. 5 cups sugar. 1 cup flour. 1 tablespoon turmeric, 1 tablespoon dry mustard, 1/2 teaspoon dried chipotle powder, 1 tablespoon cayenne pepper or less to taste, 2.5 cups prepared yellow mustard, and 1 cup Jack Daniel's whiskey. So we are going to get to making this, and I hope my family likes it because I bought some corn dogs, which I never buy, but I found some that were not bioengineered ingredients. And so we're going to try those or hot dogs or burgers tonight for dinner. I think I have all my ingredients in front of me. This is that jar I was telling you about. It was 15.5 ounces. I got it for $3.49, and I was standing there because there was no price, and I was debating on grabbing this or just grabbing the 2 cans next to it. And the 2 cans next to it were $1.99 each. So what we're going to do is we're going to drain this jar. I got this from the Dollar Tree a long time ago for free, actually, because they were going to throw it away. It was when I was working there, whatever they had. Like sometimes they'd throw stuff away. If I thought it was cool, I'd keep it. But anyway, it goes on cans or jars, and you just stick it like that. You hold your jar and your thing, and you flip it upside down, and it drains. I don't know if you can see it behind the blender there. So we want to drain all of that, all the juices out. We're going to place it in the blender. I was wondering what we were going to place it in there with, because I was like, you're draining all the juices, so you're going to put your vinegar in, and I need, that's the one thing I did not get out was my measuring cup for that. I'm just going to grab the 1 cup one. 1 cup vinegar. I need 1.5 cups actually. So 1.5 cups of vinegar into the jar with your jalapenos. And we're going to blend this until all of the seeds and jalapenos are blended completely. And then we're going to put that in a 5-quart pot. Okay. In this bowl, we're going to put 5 cups of sugar. I've already added 2, 3, 4, and 5. I hope everyone likes this recipe because that's a lot of sugar. It's a lot of ingredients that are going into this. Turn this on again. Don't do what I do and walk away from it. I almost walked right off my counter. I also need a 1/4 cup of salt. Remember I said that was a lot of salt, but look, there's a lot of sugar, so. Salt. We are going to add a cup of flour. We are going to mix it around. I've got to add more ingredients, but let's do that. And this. I have never made this before. The lady that gave this to me, I call her the jam lady because she makes jams and jellies and stuff, and she sells them. I have not tried her jams yet, but she asked me if I like. She called almost every week and orders to go food at my work and stuff, and she asked me if I like mustard. I said my family loves mustard, and she said she made this the day before for her grandkids, and they ate it all up. They had little mini what do you call it, corn dogs. Yeah, that's why we're having corn dogs for dinner tonight. And she said they ate all of it. So I mixed that in. What else do I want to mix in here? It says, and she told me that she did not follow the directions because they forgot to say add the spices. So I need to add 1 tablespoon turmeric. I gotta add a different tablespoon, but they almost don't fit in there. So I had to get this one out. Okay. So 1 tablespoon of turmeric. Careful, because I don't want to add too much. Turmeric's expensive, and it's really good for you. 1 tablespoon of turmeric. A 1/2 teaspoon of dried. I'm kind of upset that I bought this because I have chipotle chilies in my freezer, and I could have just added like a teaspoon of that to my wet mixture when I get to that point. But I bought it, so I'm going to use it, and I actually used it on my tacos last night. wasn't bad, let me tell you. Chipotle chili powder. Don't buy it, it's expensive. I'll show you how, I showed you guys how to make that chili paste that I made that one time. It's the same stuff. And 1 tablespoon dry mustard. Teaspoon, tablespoon, teaspoon, tablespoon. I say that every time. Okay, we've got, I think that's it on the seasonings. Oh, cayenne pepper. 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper. I'm going to do less than a tablespoon. I'm going to do a half a tablespoon because we have already got the jalapeno peppers in there. I guess my mother-in-law's not gonna eat it anyway because it's already gonna be too spicy. So never mind. But I'm still only gonna do half a tablespoon there. Half a tablespoon. Okay, I don't know where I was. The phone interrupted me. I've got let's see, the cayenne pepper in there, the chipotle powder, the dry mustard, the turmeric, the flour, the sugar, and the salt. That's what I needed. So we are going to mix this all together. I believe I'm going to get a spoon out and check my jalapeno mixture and make sure that's mixed together. And then we're going to add this to a big pot. Oh, spoon, 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 spoon. Let's see here. Spicy, spicy, spicy. All right. So what we're going to do, I am so glad I never got rid of this big pot. It's a big 5-quart pot. Look at my turmeric mess. We're going to pour this into that. And then we are going to put this into here and mix it really, really well. And cook it on a low heat for 15 to 20 minutes until the sugar is completely dissolved. And once the sugar is well dissolved and combined, we will add the Jack Daniels and turn up the heat to high, stirring constantly until mixture comes to a boil. And then we will add the remaining, oh, I've got to add water to this too. Water. How much water? 1.5 cups water. 1.5 cups water to this. So I'm going to do that right now so I don't forget. That was the difference. She said they wanted you to add the wet mustard, that you make the water and mustard to that. And she said it doesn't work very well. So she did it this way. And then you'll add the remaining mustard later. So let's move this over to the stove. Move this over to the stove. Bye. Tea on my burner. I'm going to move you guys over to the stove over here as well. So give me a second. Okay, we've got that on the stove. I still got to add my mixture here. Okay, low heat. Turn that on low. Oh, yeah, right burner. Gotta make sure I got the right burner on. Ooh, it looks good. So right now it doesn't have the Jack Daniels in it, and it does not have the prepared mustard in it. It just has all the other ingredients. We're combining them and making sure the sugar is dissolved, the flour is dissolved. My little thing over here. So at this point too, we need to add 2 cups of the mustard. I just read that. So we are going to, how much? 20 ounces. I just opened a brand new mustard because I knew it was going to take almost all of it. So today is the 15th of September. We are halfway through September already. Can you believe that? My hours have been cut at work. I'm down to 3 days a week. And normally we don't start that until October. He's trying not to cut more, but he has cut another employee down to 1 day a week. She was 3, and then 2, and then 1. Next month, if things don't change, he is definitely going to have to lay her off completely. So that is what's going on here in Oregon. Just, it's been crazy. Gosh, I'm gonna have to open another mustard. Okay. Okay. We are going to stir this in and get my timer going. I'm going to set it for 15 minutes. If we need to go another 5 minutes, because you want the sugar and everything dissolved completely. So 15 minutes. Okay, 16. I went 1 minute and a half. And I have it on 1. And I'm going to try to get out another half cup of this mustard. I'm going to continue to clean up while I'm waiting for that timer to go off. I've got about 3 minutes left, and it's thickening up already quite nicely, but I still got to add the Jack Daniels to it and another half cup of mustard. I'm thinking all the sugar looks like it's pretty well dissolved. Some of the flour has not, though. I've got little, that's why I was trying to get it mixed together really, really good. I should have sifted my flour. I've got a little chunk of flour in there, I can see. But hopefully when it starts boiling, that might cook that down a little bit better. But I've got just a couple minutes left. I'm not going to do it for the 20 minutes. I'm only going to do it for the 15 minutes. I'm going to get another half cup of mustard added to that, the 1 cup of Jack Daniels. We're going to turn it up on high, bring it to a boil, and constantly stir it. But right now, I've just kind of stirred it off and on. It has been 15 minutes. Oh, actually 16. I forgot I said it. 1 minute more. Okay. Crazy what's going on in this world right now. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So sad. So the only thing I can say about that is we can't control everything. We can only control what is in our own households, what is in our lives, what is in our area, you know, and you can't even control that because the politics and just everything, you know, there's a lot of stuff that goes into life. You can't control the gas prices, which ours are extremely high right now. The lowest is 4.11. The highest is 5. Okay, so the lowest regular is 4.27. The highest regular is gosh, I cannot think right now. The lowest regular is 4.11. The highest regular, the highest regular is 4.27. There we go. So we are going to bring this to higher temperature. I got it on in between medium and medium high. It said bring it to high, so we're going to put it on high, bring it to a boil, and we're going to thicken this up, and we want it thick enough to coat the back of a spoon. It's getting ready to come to a boil, and it's actually getting thick, nice and thick. I tried it before I put the Jack Daniels in it. It was really good. So I'm thinking if you don't want to add the Jack Daniels, I would just add another cup of water. I'm hoping I didn't ruin it by adding the Jack Daniels to it. But I'm hoping that by boiling it and cooking it out, it'll cook most of that out and you just get the flavor. That's what I like, the flavor, not the booze. Thick. I'm seeing less and less flour pieces in here. Yum. I need to get a spoon and see if it's sick. Mm, it coats the back. Is that thick enough? Oh, look, there's a little flour. Ah. Mm. I'm gonna cook it down a little bit longer because it had I could taste the Jack Daniels in it. More Jack Daniels flavor than mustard and spice. Okay, I'm gonna take this off the heat and let it cool just a little bit. And then we are going to can this. I've got 8 jars in my canner. They're warm, but I need them to cool down, this to cool down a little bit to match my temperature over here. And then we are going to water bath them for 7 minutes. It has cooled a little bit. I have my jars out. They're still warm. And we are going to fill these jars until they are about a 1/2 inch from the top. And I don't know if you could tell how thick that has gotten. And I actually tried a little teeny bit, and my husband tried a little bit, and he liked it as well. So win-win, yay. It is a little spicy, so if you have somebody that can't handle spice, this is not for them. I've got 8 jars out. I do have a couple more in the water just in case, but I'm hoping to make some enchilada sauce. I didn't like mustard when I was a kid. I liked mayo and ketchup. My sister did not like mayonnaise because somebody told her she would get fat if she ate mayonnaise because mayonnaise has fat in it. And so that stuck with her, and she would not eat mayonnaise. She still doesn't like mayonnaise unless it's in something like a potato salad or macaroni salad, tuna fish, stuff like that. But she will not put mayonnaise on her sandwich. She's mustard only. Oh no, I just got that all dirty. So anyway, you fill all these jars up, you seal them after you clean the tops off, and put them in the water bath for 7 minutes. So we'll come back in a little bit and I'll let you know if all my jars seal. And maybe at the end of the video, I think we're going to have corn dogs for dinner. I think we decided on corn dogs in the air fryer with mustard and ketchup. Yum. It's so messy. I think I'm going to get more than 8 jars. Okay, I've got enough for a few more jars. Oh, okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm making sure I have all the edges cleaned off. And we are going to put the lids on them and put them back in the water bath. I actually got 13 jars, but 12 of them have been sanitized. The 13 one I'm going to use tonight with dinner. I got mustard all over these edges, so I'm glad I'm cleaning them. Okay, I'm gonna put these ones in really fast. Get them off my counter. These jars back into the water. Kind of glad it took all the jars because I was just going to leave the empty jars in there. Because my pot was so big, I could have used my smaller pot, but I thought I was going to do something else too, but I didn't have time. And now I'm glad I didn't do that something else because I needed all the jars I had. Clean these ones. Some of these I made really super messy, like this one right here. Get another one. That mustard got so thick. It's nice. You may have noticed some of my lids, yes, have writing on them because I've already used them for other things. I know some people say you cannot use your lids over and over again, but I made sure I looked at all my lids. Got water. Looked at all my lids, and they are just fine to reuse again. But if you don't want to reuse your lids, that's fine. I've not had any issues with any of my lids except for one. And that was because I did not look at it close enough. And see, that's how I learn. It had just a little itty bitty nick in it from opening it. Because my refried beans still really, 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 really good. So those ones I really pay attention to. And those ones I don't reuse sometimes because they get a little nick in them and you cannot reuse them. Chilies and refried beans and stuff like that, they get a really good seal on them. This one I know I got a lot of mustard on it. So. Okay, we're gonna get these jars into the water bath, and once they start boiling again, what did I do here? There we go. Once they start boiling again, we'll set the timer for 7 minutes. It has been 7 minutes plus 5 minutes to let them sit in the water bath. So we are going to pull them out. So we decided to have corn dogs for lunch. And I know, I can't make up my mind, right? Because I'm making something else for dinner tonight. I made tamales last week, and I had some meat left over, but I put it in the freezer. So, oh, one just popped, one sealed, and I put it in the freezer. And I made homemade burrito shells last night, so we're gonna do the shredded beef and bean burritos. Another one sealed in my air fryer, and some basically crispy meat burritos. I'm gonna do some lettuce, cheese, all that good stuff. Didn't even get this one out yet, and it already sealed. Okay, so I got 12. Some of them sealed already. Another one just sealed. I'm going to unplug my microphone and put this on so you guys can maybe hear them sealing. This is my 13th jar. It did not go into the water bath. It's been 15 minutes. About 15 minutes because I had to do my corn dogs and stuff in the air fryer. And all of my jars so far have sealed but one, but you know, it still has 24 hours before it seals. I like to do mustard and ketchup with my corn dogs. And then I dip it. Look at that. Yeah, I'm going to do a little bit more mustard so I could try it.
On the camera
or... Mm. Mm-mm-mm. The mustard is good. Mm. I'm going to give one to my son and have him try it. These are crunchy.
Well, you got to tell this.
It's spicy. It's spicy. It is spicy. What do you think? Can you taste the Jack Daniels? I don't know.
it's all kind of.
You're gonna taste it all. I'm thinking the Jack Daniels might be too spicy for him, but I'm hoping that since it's cooked out in the pot a little bit more.
It's not that spicy, I will say that.
No, not
it's
spicy, but it's got a kick to it.
I think it's good.
Bye. Mustard is very good. It's a little tangy, a little spicy, not too spicy. My son likes it, and he's not a huge jalapeno fan, so he said it was very good. My first bite was kind of weird because I've never had these corn dogs before and stuff, and I got more of a hot dog taste and the mustard and stuff, so I wanted to try another bite and stuff. And then my family wouldn't shut up. They were just talking about how good it was and how yummy it was and how much I should talk about it and tell you how much I like it. Yes, I love it. I will make it again. And I will try next time, probably not. I won't put any Jack Daniels in it and see how, because it was really good that way as well without the Jack Daniels just changes it. So I tried it before and I liked it, and I tried it with the Jack Daniels, and I think it might be better without. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You need to speak more and eat and chew less.
If I take a second bite, if I take a second bite and take more bites of it, then it's really good. But if I take a bite and walk away,
back on and go, okay, here's the situation. I took my first bite. It was a little strange because it was new. Explain to them. You gave them nothing. Right now, you come on and go, wow, that was the grossest fucking shit I ever tasted. And they'd believe you. They'd still believe you because you didn't give them any expression when you ate it. No, that's really
you can taste
good.
the jalapeno in it.
And usually, I'm not too much of a fan of jalapeno tasting things.
Mm-hmm.
So
you can even say, in my finicky cat's son, who only eats 4 different meals and nothing else, loved it. I know, you eat more than 4. I'm fucking with you. If you ate only 4 meals, you'd starve to death in our house. Sometimes we don't go without.
Okay, cut.
You're not recording.
I am recording. I've been recording. I went around and pushed record again so I could talk about it, and you guys wouldn't shut up.
Yo, dicks!
Here, I'll do this.